Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Toffee Bluecast. We are not live on X today, but we will be live on it again soon. Just literally, I forgot to do the blue tick, and it's every month, and I forgot to do it. But we won't be live on X, but we are live on YouTube right now and live on Facebook, people. If this is new to you, and it's the first time it's popped up to you, we will interact with you. Make sure you do get involved. Are we in, Paul? You okay?
We're not too bad. Yeah, we're pretty good. We had a decent show. It had nice to sort of get together sort of midweek and natter about transfer rumours. That probably won't happen. And we've also seen the lads do quite well at AFCON as well, so they're not coming back early, unfortunately, in some ways.
It was interesting because it was. By the way, thanks for everyone that did click on the transfer show. We don't do many, and we like to see how it goes. But good viewings. A lot of people did listen in, and we like that. And this is what we do. We talk about a transfer, and something happens. We spoke about Tete with Russ for Fulham, and it made it flop. This time we spoke about White, and he scored. So I don't know what we've got about us, Paul, but as soon as we did that Ben White thing, he scored for Arsenal. So fair play.
Maybe we should do it with our own players. It might help.
Yeah, we probably should.
Might help. There was also some sad news this week as well, which a lot of people found out today. Now, those eagle-eyed might notice that. Which hand? We might notice that there is a gap on my wall, and the reason is that this is normally on my wall. This is our that's the programme from Cup Final 84, and then picture of Wembley at the bottom, and then old team photo in there. And you won't be able to see from there, but I actually have got the same picture on here. And those old enough and daft enough like myself might remember this photo. This was the team in 83, 84. So where we sort of come back from not doing very well at all to win FA Cup and start getting that team together. And you'll notice the guys in the tracksuits. Obviously, you've got Howard there at the front, and you've got Colin Harvey there on one side. You've got Mick Heaton just in front there. And the guy behind, who looks like Magnum, was our physio at Everton for a long time. Basically, through most of the 80s, in fact. His name is John Clinkard, and unfortunately, John passed away this week. He's on so many sort of team photos that I've got a collection of, and you can't hide away from that tash and the big hair. But he was always a feature of all team photos, and there's plenty of people who'd sort of think, oh, I remember that guy. Yeah, I remember seeing him on the bench or helping the players and everything else. So he's well respected, well loved, but unfortunately passed away this week. So I just wanted to note that and just pass our thoughts on to everyone who knew him and his family and everything else, because there's lots of evidence that he was a big part of that 80s side with Howard.
Yeah, thoughts go out from Toffee Bluecast. Thoughts with his family as well. Resting. It looks like David Hasselhoff on that picture with a moustache a little bit, doesn't he? With a curly hair. Love the old pictures, I do.
So yeah, there we go.
Yeah, so rest in peace to you, matey, and that's a shout out on our show. And Paul, you've got loads of pictures of him. Good shout out that is. Loads of people in the comments. See them flooding in, Paul. Who have we got?
We've got lots. I haven't had a chance yet to have a little peek, but we've got lots of people in. Paul's is in. And Steve's in. Nick.
Yes, Steve. Nick.
Liam's in. Where are we? Everyone's looking good.
Only
6 minutes late today, Liam. That's all. Lots and lots, to be fair. Emma's in. We've got Roy in as well. Evening, Roy. I know the Callum Wilson thing. Seems to be a few more rumours sort of throwing around lately as well. So yeah, we could be back to full strength come
Should we start?
late.
I mean, you just mentioned Callum Wilson and things kind of interflow
Yeah.
good on this channel, right? Should we start with my player, right? So I put a tweet up. I don't know if you've seen it, Paul, on Twitter, because obviously Toff Bluecast has got a Twitter. Some of you don't do Twitter, that's fine. But we have got a Twitter, and it's got quite a good following on it as well. 13,000, 14,000 people follow the Toffee Bluecast Twitter. So we have got a couple of handles. And I did put a video of a striker that we was linked to. I don't know whether you all know that we're linked to him, but Youssef Ansari. And I did have to YouTube his name to learn how to say it. I think it's still not sure if I'm saying it right, but Youssef Ansari. And I put a video up of him scoring goals and saying, I put, hello, Youssef Ansari. Like, please come to Everton. He's a striker. And it got 5.5k likes and about probably 900 comments, and all the fans from his team was like goodbye, saying goodbye, we're going to miss you, I'm so upset that you're going to Everton and stuff like that. So I felt like a bit of a big timer, like I've actually leaked something that is going to happen. Now, this player, by the way, this striker, I didn't know loads about him. I knew a little bit about him. I'd watched him a little bit, a few games. I can't say I've watched him all season. And I just thought he looks all right. When I went and put "Welcome to Everton," I read the comments of this striker, of the fans that have supported this striker, of the fans that have watched this striker, Paul.
Yeah.
And they was like, "This is the best. We can't go without him. He's incredible. Please don't go. Please don't leave." And they was really sad. And he's incredible. He's the best header I've ever seen. Now, obviously, I'll put him on the screen now. He's the best. Like, please don't go. And often you like the way we react on the channel about a player, Paul. You've got to go off that reaction, and their reaction on this player. I really want him now, even more than what I did want him reading those comments, because the reaction apparently is incredible. And like I say, I've watched him bits and bobs and know he's good. He's just recently scored a penalty for them to go through. But we are linked to him. And I've seen West Ham fans on the Toffee Bluecast TikTok say Moyes has wanted him in a video. Moyes has wanted him for about 6 years, but it's never happened. But he still wants him. And I also read the link. The link did say, Fabrizio, you never know with him because he always gets Everton stuff wrong. He said Everton have put a loan to buy bid in and it's been accepted from them. But yet he hasn't agreed it. And Pawsey in the comments, because we've been having conversations about this, told me he might not want to go to the Premier League because of the cold weather. He has also now been linked to Napoli, which my partner told me it popped up on her newsfeed this morning. He's been linked to Napoli and Lukaku to go their end on the link. So that's what's going on, people. Talk to me, Paul.
Yeah, well, you got to be careful. Do you know how we sort of jokingly post, that Branthwaite, absolute garbage. Do you know what I mean? Won't want him. Don't come and buy him because he's just not worth it. I hope they're not doing that for us. That wouldn't be very good. Like you say, I don't know much about him. I've seen a couple of clips that you've reposted, and a couple of people have reposted. Just want someone who can control the ball and knows where the goal is. And the problem is we're not necessarily going to know if he's able to do that or adapt or anything else until he actually starts playing. So that's where it could be. We just don't know, do we? If we get the Moroccan lads, that's 3 gangly strikers. Is that? Sorry. Is that the multiple of? Was that a gaggle of Betos? So if he's the same, because you don't want exactly the same, do you?
I've seen videos, right? I've seen videos, and there's some people on the TikTok, and they've put in this thing saying, "Who is this striker like?" And it's come up with Beto and Barry. That's what's come up, and they're making a joke of it, saying, "Why are we looking for another Beto and Barry?" When they're saying, "Who's he like?" I'll tell you something, he's a lot better. And from what the fans have said, trust me, he's a lot better. He scored 30 goals. I know it's not in the best league whatsoever, but he scored 30 goals last season. And his flick-ons are insane. He is really good in the air. I've seen a picture of him jumping, and Cristiano Ronaldo is looking at him shocked. He can actually jump higher than Cristiano Ronaldo, and he's not even superly tall. He's like a Tim Cahill, just leaps off the ground, and he gets. And then I looked into it, Paul. I was like, I want to see these headers that these people are talking about in the comments. So I went through all the videos to find his headers, and he is good at heading the ball. He's one of them right time, right place. Not like a guy that's big, that's just can head the ball because he's big. He's someone that can head the ball because he's good at heading, like a bit like Tim Cahill. Got him in my head a little bit now. And he's fast. He's fast. I got told he's fast as well. He runs behind the lines. He runs at players, and I want him. I want him so bad. And I do believe where you've got Beto and Barry, where they're struggling to rise to what we want. I think this man would come in and rise. And he'd do it like Lukaku did. He'd just bang goals in without even thinking about it. And that's what we need, I think. He's 28. He's experienced. And I think he just generally would come in and rise to what we need. And we wouldn't be talking about strikers needing to score goals anymore. I think he'd just do it.
How old is he? Do you say?
28.
Oh, wow. Okay. Fair dude. LTL says that, according a bid expected for a loan to buy, according to Sky Reporter. Could be Vinny O'Connor. It's often in our area. Or Alan, possibly. A lot of people saying that he wouldn't like the cold, wouldn't like the draft coming off the Mersey, I don't think. So, yeah, we can't. I don't think we'll go spending lots, to be fair. But Liam says he got 8 goals this season. That's more than Beto and Barry. So it's a start. He's not got exactly a high bar to try and reach.
Do you know you just got that hunch, Paul, like I had with Iliman and Jai when we did that show on Iliman and Jai, and everyone spoke so highly of Iliman and Jai when we got the Sheffield fan on, and everyone said about Iliman and Jai, they said like, "Wow, you're getting a player," and I could see a lot of people really sad that we got Iliman and Jai. I forgot it's very similar to this guy. If we got him, I think you'd land on something for about 18 million that bangs goals in for you. I really do. I just got that hunch. I'm not always right. You can't. The hunch is only a hunch, but I'll tell you something. I think that he'd be incredible. The cold weather, you know what? Course footballers nowadays want the hot weather. They do. They start to want to play in Spain or Real Madrid and stuff like that. They want to play in these fancy places, don't they? And I understand. I'd probably want to be on the beach or in a swimming pool, but he'd soon get used to it. I'd definitely take him. I think it's 18 million. Like, I think our big got accepted of loan with obligation to buy for 18 million. So you wouldn't even have to buy him. It would be a win-win for me. I honestly do believe, though, if we did pull this man off, I think you'd see Beto go out for a bit of money, I think, because for me, where I said to you he's 28, I think we'd get him in for the main man. And Barry, I think, who's young that needs to grow, I think he'd be the one behind him that will eventually be what we want him to be as well, and Beto have been moved on. That's just how I feel it would work. I don't think we keep 3 strikers.
I mean, I hope you're able to clip this and sort of make fun of it. But I'm always skeptical because I'm an Everton fan and I've been for too long. But with the number of strikers that we've kind of had a look at, and then we thought, oh, here we go. What's his name? Sandro. What's his name? Tossin. What's his name? Beto. What's his name? Barry. It's
always a risk with strikers. It's always a risk with strikers, isn't it? I think strikers are the most riskiest thing ever, because even if they are good, they might not gel into your team. But as soon as this man got mentioned, the link that we got after that was Callum Wilson. And I know some people have said, yeah, he'll be better than what we've got, but don't set your bar that low. I don't want Callum Wilson. I really don't. You might want him. I don't know, but I don't. I want this man. I want something where I haven't watched. Callum Wilson's too injury prone for me. You come at me as much as you want. I don't want someone that's got a big chance of being on the bench. And with how much we demand our strikers to hold the ball up and run and do hopeless runs to just try and keep us in possession, that would destroy Callum Wilson's. Like, he gets injured when he don't even have to do that. Imagine what he'd be like at us. I wouldn't want Callum Wilson. I'm saying it now. I know some of you do, but I don't.
Yeah. No, I don't. I don't think he's got the legs to work as hard, like you say, work as hard as we'd want him to. I mean, with that, we have been half decent sometimes. There's some big important names in our recent history we bought in January who've been really, really important. Jelavic being one of them, Kev Campbell being another. So we need. If we do get someone in, you really hope that they have that kind of impact quickly, and just sort of calm everyone down a little bit, because it's so was so against actually just getting the ball in the net just off, simple sort of chances and the movement in the box and things like that. We could just do with the spark, that same kind of feeling when Jack came in, started the season, when Grealish came in, sort of got everyone going and had a good start. That's what we want from a striker if we do get one coming in. So
I want a striker to come in and shock us. Like, wow, he scored that.
Yeah.
Wow, he scored that. Instead of actually begging for someone saying, "Oh, please, can he be good? Can he be good?" Hoping. I want someone to just come in and do it. Someone that rises to the pressure. A proper striker for me. Lukaku would be our best one. A proper striker for me, when the pressure's on, they love it and they actually get better. Instead of actually when the pressure's on, they struggle and hide a little bit or just struggle with confidence. And that, for me, a proper striker rises to the pressure. Best of my friends in my second favourite club. Yes. Do you know what? I wouldn't mind these because I think it'd be like a radium, Paul. I think I've seen so many people say if we did get this player, they'd support Everton. Like, we'd have to get a few on the show. We would get you on the show to talk about him as well if we did get him. Please come. I just want him. He's on my list now. I know I've got a feeling deep inside that if we got him, he'd just bang goals and he looks like a bundle of energy as well. I want it. I want something different. I do. I think I've gave up on better a little bit, but we'll see. Right, people, I can see this. There's just rising 30 people, plus loads more on. If you can early, do this early. We've got a few new ones on as well. Hit the like. It's appreciated because this show, what we're going to do now is we're going to talk about the game. We had to talk about this transfer because I know you would anyway. It was already in the comments before I even put it up. But we have to talk about this big game coming up. Who is it, Paul?
We've got the Villains. We're playing Villa away on Sunday. 4:30 kickoff. Not an easy game at all.
Manager of the month, I think he got, didn't he? Or was that the other month? I think I seen him with a trophy anyway, of some sort.
Well, he's got it at some point anyway. He has got it at some point. So, yeah, this is Villa's form at the moment. Let's just slide us over there. And let's get rid of our little banner just for a moment or two. This is what they've been doing. Oh, they're rubbish, aren't they? They got beat by Arsenal and they drew against Palace. Oh, I mean, the run that they've been on has just been immense. I think there was a key moment for him in hiring the manager, and it seems to have been pretty decent sailing since then. Really, he's really got them playing. They bought very cleverly. They've got some decent fullbacks. They've got a competent striker. Watkins does what he does very well. And he's sort of in his prime, really, Watkins, I would have thought. And then you've also got a couple of other lads, Rodgers and lads like that. So they're looking very good at the moment. Very good. And they had a little wobble. I mean, say a wobble. Arsenal sort of ran away with them at the end of December, and then a draw away against Palace, 0-0. But everything else, I mean, beat Spurs away, Chelsea away, United at home, West Ham away, beat Arsenal at home, start of January. So they're a decent outfit.
Obviously, I have watched a lot of these games because I've just been watching a lot of football doing this channel, and some games they have had that bit of luck. Some games, and I'm not saying they're a lucky team whatsoever because you don't get that many good results. But I think you've also got to have a bit of luck going for your Paul to win that many games consistently as they've been doing. And some games have gone their way where things have just gone in because they're high on confidence, and that's what happens when you can put a streak of wins together. You're that high on confidence, just things go well for you on the pitch as well. And like I say, I won't put all of that down to luck, but I think that you would say that they've had a bit of luck as well. I seen them bring, I think it was Watkins. He was on the bench. Watkins come off the bench and just banged some goals in, literally 2 goals in, and won the game for him. And like I say, that's what I mean. They're sometimes when things ain't going for you, you bring a sub on it, make things worse. But when you're on a high like Villa are, there wasn't doing that well. Bring Watkins on, he wins the game, bangs goals in, and that's why I say by luck. I don't mean luck, but I mean things are going from nice where the manager's doing things and it's just everything's clicking. But one thing I will say about these is the manager is probably the best manager in the Premier League. I'd say at the minute he's incredible, and if any manager could get consistent results, he's the manager, Paul.
Yeah, and they're kind of, you got that band of teams, and I'm not going to say big and then a number. You've just got teams who have got a massive wealth, whether they deny it or not, behind them. Villa are not quite in that bracket. I don't think they're going to, they wouldn't buy 5 players at 80 million quid each. Do you know what I mean? They're not in that bracket. If anything, they're sort of top of the rest of us. And that's not because of money in their pocket as such. I think they've been clever in who they've bought, and also the way that they've played, though. And we've spoken a lot of times, but our problem is consistency. And when we get 2 wins in a row, we're kind of surprised. But to go, 5, 10, 15 games where you're winning every one or you're unbeaten is in the Premier League is some going. So that's where they are at the moment. I think everyone, I haven't heard many people have Villa as a grudge. We're annoyed that we're not where they are at the moment, but it's not like a Newcastle or something else. So I think a lot of other sides, unless you're from Birmingham, I think a lot of other fans from other teams are sort of willing them on to break up anything that they can do in that sort of top 5 area. So yeah, they're good in a nutshell.
I did see a Villa fan. We normally do get a Villa fan, to be fair, but I seen a Villa fan walking, and he was saying, I would normally be worried that Man United not having a manager would come after the Villa manager, but he says, I actually believe that Villa are in a better situation than Man United, and the manager wouldn't leave. He says, I feel comfortable that the manager will stay because Villa are on the right path, and I think they are. Looking at that, you look at the competitions they're in, you look how well they're doing. As you said, Paul, they haven't spent massive money, but they've spent enough to just keep the team strong in the areas it needs to be. But you haven't seen them go and spend like 100 million, where they get every single good player around like Man City are doing right now. They've just got the right players in, like McGinn, just little solid players that can get results for you, a few nice ones, and it's working for them at the minute. It is working for them.
This is the head-to-head with us and them over the last 3 years, 4 years. So 0-0 in September at home. I went that one actually. I thought we played decent. Draw was probably a fair result on the day, but we played all right. Obviously, before that, lost 1-0 at home, lost 3-2 away, 0-0. Managed to get a 2-1 win when we played them League Cup a couple of years ago, 3 years ago. Got a right hammering at their place at the start of the season. I think that was when we lost our first 3 or 4 games. They've had the beating of us lately, bar that League Cup game. And I think someone had said in the comments as well, since they came back into the Premiership, we've not beat them in the league. Well, certainly not at their place anyway. So, we owe them one, if at all possible.
We did beat them in the Cup, didn't we? But that was when we played that 3 at the back. But like you say, in the Premier League, we've struggled. In the Cup game, I think was a bit of a random one-off. Seasons in the past, we've been fighting relegation battles, and they've spent a lot of money. I remember when they first got Coutinho, that was a big spending spree they had that window. And since when they brought all those players, Coutinho and everyone else, they've done well. I think that was their building block, and since then they've builded and builded and built. Fair play to them. We don't mind Villa. We've had Villa fans on, and we don't mind them. I want to do better than them, but I don't mind them, and it's nice. I see Villa as someone that was on the same level as us, Paul. We used to have good games, and we was like, if you remember when we used to have Moisey, we was both always 5th or 6th fighting that 4th spot, but couldn't get 4th spot, 5th or 6th. I used to have a Villa fan that was a friend, and we used to have bets who was going to win. And we was always around 5th to 6th, but couldn't break 4th. And obviously they got relegated since, but they've come up. and they've progressed. And for me, I look at Villa now and I say to myself, that's what I want to do. Where they're at now, if we could get there in, say, I'd love to say next season, but maybe 2 seasons, I'd be a happy man because they're in a good position now where they look stabilised, good manager, good recruitment, good players, and they're happy. That's what we want to be.
Yeah. LTEL says that they're trying to offload Barkley to us. I'm not gonna have a Barkley conversation. Don't need that.
I think that Mallin's just gone to Roma, our owners club.
Sorry,
Malin.
say again.
Do you know the attacking player Malin?
Yeah.
I think he's gone to Roma.
Serious? Wow.
Yeah.
Our
owners have signed a few.
I was just going to compliment them as well for having sort of decent backup players like Marlon, because he's scored a few coming off the bench as well. So whereas they need a decent squad for European games, they have actually got some half decent backups, or they've got backups where we don't tend to have a lot at all, to be fair. So that's that. This is us. This is our form. For better or for much more worse.
That's a good sound effect, wasn't it?
It was a little bit, yeah. That's the voice, though, isn't it? When we had a look at this sort of back in middle of December, we're thinking, there's 4 wins out of 5, and then 4 wins out of 6, and then it's just gradually got worse. The last few years, this period of time in the calendar always seems to have bit us on the arse. Maybe it's lots of games coming at once. Maybe it's just unfortunate, or that we've not had the team, as Deitch would always sort of say. But it's not great, is it? It's not great. Arsenal.
Well, obviously, we're really good about the. Go on, sorry.
No, just I know we've played Arsenal, Chelsea there, but we've played 3 of the bottom 4, and we got 1 win out of it.
Yeah, it's
and 1 draw. It's not the best. Not 2 draws. Sorry, not the best. Anyway,
it's something that really has frustrated me and knocked the wind out of my sails. And you lot following the show, and I know from you lot commenting in the show as well, that it's really done us in. It's done us in, because before that Nottingham Forest result, we was about sixth position, and we was just on the verge of becoming top 4, 6th position. That it was in our hands, and we'd looked at the fixtures and said, you know what, Brentford, which was about the same as us at the time. I know they've gone on to be miles better than us, but Brentford, Wolves, and Sunderland was thinking, you know what, this is our chance now. We've lost against like Arsenal and Chelsea, but if we step up here, we can be all right. But we massively didn't. We did the opposite, I think, to what we wanted. So I don't want to dwell on it, but it's really made me gutted. But when I listened to the press conference today, there was like, you're only such and such points off 5th. And I thought, oh, we're still close to 5th then. So we're not actually miles away to getting back on track. That's me being a little bit positive, Paul, that we are, where are we, look? We're on 29.
29 in 12th position. You can sort of look one way in terms of Forest being on 21, and then you can look up to 5th, where Brentford are on 33. We're 4 points.
Let's just say 32. 6th. That's where we would. 6th is where we would like to be, isn't it? So 29, 32. Do you know what? It's not that bad, is it? Like, we haven't, where we say our league's finished, and we all did say that last show because we were so angry. I think we said we're out the cup and we've got nothing this season now. If we did win the next 2 games, maybe we could have that Europa League in our head again and absolutely get heartbreaking again. How about that, people?
I know. I think we have been incredibly unlucky. I know other teams will sort of come up with areas, that they've suffered with, or times of the season that they've suffered, but to have the players missing that we have had has been an absolute kick in the nuts. It really has. Particularly if you think Garner Gay, KDH, and Dye, obviously, losing Grealish for a game. Branthwaite is the obvious one, the huge one across the vast majority of the season. And then other lads maybe not getting up to speed when we want them to. We've got Merlin rolling, and we hope that he would be able to sort of step up, but he got injured. I mean, you buy a guy and then he has a hernia operation. It's not the best. So we've been, I think we've been incredibly unlucky. It could have been a lot worse, and some people say, no, surely not, but it could have been a lot worse. We have picked up some wins. It's just that recently it's not been the case. 2 draws, 2 losses. Those 2 draws could have quite easily turned into defeats, to be honest. If you think about that last second against Burnley, for example, we could be losing that one. So, we've not coped well, but it really could have been worse.
Yeah, we have to try and be positive. Because at the end of the day, I mean, if you dwell on stuff, it's only going to make you move backwards, and we've got to move forward. And we haven't left, by the way, with these games that we've had. We're not accepting it because it hasn't been good enough, and we know that we could have been a lot better, and it's been poor. But to move forward, we have to move on, and that's what we're going to do. We have to move on from those bad games. And this is the perfect game, I feel, to start now. It feels like we've had a break. It feels like it's been an international break, but I think if we could win this game and then have Iliman and Jai, Ghana Gay and all that lot coming back when AFCON finished, I think that would be positive for us. I would be excited. And the transfer window as well. Moyes did say today, he says he's looking. He said he did say I might not get there when I do warn you that because January is hard, but he did say I can tell you for sure we're looking. So who knows? It could be good. Things can only get better. I think that's a song, isn't it, Paul?
Yeah, I do recall. yeah, absolutely. So yeah,
I'm more positive than last year. I'm more positive than I've got over it a little bit. I've had enough time to build a bridge, get over it, and I'm back to me pump. Let's go. You know what I mean? Let's go.
Scar made a good point. Maybe an away game is just what we need because
exactly.
We looked at those home games and we thought, oh, you know what? We're strong. We're strong at home. We're not so strong at home, and we've been actually a lot better away and played better away. So I just wish the away game wasn't against Villa, who
I don't know though, Paul. I feel that we need. I feel that if we beat Villa, because Villa are doing so well in the league and they're so good, it would give us a little bit of a spark, and it'd be like, wow, we beat Villa. We can actually be good this season. Do you know what I mean? And we can have an odd good game against them. We did knock them out of the cup when we wasn't expected to. Who knows? This could be the game that actually gets us going. It could be.
Yeah, maybe because we've started looking at. Maybe because we start looking at strikers, LTL says Barry's going to score a cracking header.
That's how it works normally.
Yeah. Well, you never know. You never know.
Yeah. You start thinking of other strikers, and like you say, you do get your own one step up. Sometimes that's how it happens.
Yeah. Shall I show you what? Shall I show you what their team's like? Should we depress ourselves even more?
So, anyone that's new on the show, what we do now, we're going to show you their team. Then I'm going to put Paul's lineup on the screen. I'm going to put my lineup. Whilst we're doing this, you get your lineup in the comments, and I promise you now we'll read it. We'll read your lineup, what you want for this game. So do that now. Get your lineup in. I know it's a bit of a mission, but everyone likes to pick the team, don't they? Yeah. So get your lineup in, and we'll read it out. But let's have a look at their team first, Paul. Let's do it.
Yeah, this is what they. This is the predicted lineup of what they would have. Let's just move.
Might not be this, people. This is what Flash.
Might not be. Flash score at the moment, but
normally miles away.
That's what they've suggested will be the case. I tell you what I can also do as well. I'm just going to show you supposed injuries about who's out and then who's questionable. This is for both sides. So Barkley apparently isn't going to be playing the injury. Anana and Kamara. Martinez questionable, supposed injury. Everyone knows ours. Dewsbury Hall won't be back. I don't know why that says questionable.
You know what? I forgot about Michael Keane red card in my lineup.
Oh.
Keane's in my lineup. Mate. I'll tell you what I'll change. Don't worry, people. But yeah, I forgot. I forgot about Michael Keane. I don't know why. I thought he was out with injury.
How could you forget about Keano?
I could easily forget about him, Paul. That's the difference. I know you didn't, but
well, Alcaraz.
No.
I didn't see all of the press conference, so I don't know what Moyes has said about
everything's the same.
Injuries and stuff. But the bits that I did hear was that no one was particularly coming back into the fold yet. So that's what they look like. Bizot just because Martinez is questionable. Amazing that he stayed. Actually, there was a whole to do, wasn't there, with Martinez? I think that was more around the summer.
Incredible goalkeeper. Incredible goalkeeper.
Yeah,
I love Jordan Pickford, but I love Jordan Pickford. But if I was to put anyone to say who's a good goalkeeper like Jordan Pickford, I'd say him because I think he's a cracking goalkeeper. I won't hesitate on saying that. We've seen him; he literally won the frigging tournament for Argentina, didn't he? With that cracking one-on-one save, is it? And he's been good for Aston Villa as well. Cracking goalkeeper. I can't believe that nearly got rid of him.
Well, yeah, but then somehow stayed. I think his first game back, he played a blinder, and Villa fans totally forgot about the previous week when he basically said that he was going. I mean, they're a funny side because when you look at John McGinn, I mean, literally when you look at John McGinn, you think, how are you still in the 11? But he always pulls things out of the bag, doesn't he? And he just spurs them on. He's not the kind of player you want to play against. He's the kind of player you'd want in your side because he winds people up. But do you know what I mean? He is such a wind.
He is. When, for example, if you're away and the weather's crap and you've got a game that's going to be rough and you don't quite like a game in Stoke, a windy day in Stoke, a rainy day in Stoke. Those sort of games, rainy day in Stoke, yeah. But can he do it in a rainy night? So that's the sort of game that McGinn, you put him in and he just grinds your team out and gets you the result. McGinn's a grinder, and he's a battler. He's nothing majorly special, but he's like a rugby player that grafts, gets his stuck in, gets his shoulders in, and he gets in the box and scores crucial goals for him as he did the other game. So he's a player, good player.
McGinn's that kind of player that Chelsea need, if you like.
Yeah.
You know how if you've got no kind of if you didn't have anyone who was British in your team, I think it would falter slightly unless they're absolute top of the bill class players. Do you know what I mean? I think every side that has some sort of homegrown player. Do you know what I mean? I know they had
a defender. They had a defender that reminds me of McGinn. If you was to say to me, who's McGinn as a defender? Ashley Laqueta, is that his name? Right back.
Yeah.
Remember, similar style. Do you know what I mean? They were both just. He was the same. Ashley Laqueta. He was one of them where he helped Chelsea win trophies because he wasn't nothing special, but he was a hard grafter defender right back on team, and that's what McGinn in my head is like as well. I could be off on that, but that just reminds me of them too, grafters.
And if you look at them, like Tielemans is a top player without being like at the top of everyone's radar. Do you know what I mean? He's not he doesn't sort of blow his own trumpet and sort of does what Anana does in front of the fans, all that cheerleading stuff. He just
scored some goals against Everton.
Job. Yeah, he just gets on with his job, and he always does a good job. He was the same when he was at Leicester. When anytime we played Leicester, he was decent against us as well. So you've got players like that, but the players like Buendia as well, he always comes up trumps against us.
Yeah, they've got a couple of bogey players, haven't they?
Yeah, and I just think a lot of the time Rodgers is just on a different level, absolute different level. That lad could really go on and go up a notch. Go up a notch for England, go up a notch for Villa, and then when he eventually does a move, you could see it being big money as well.
Breaking news, people. We have got Carlo Ancelotti that is taking David Moyes' job, and we have Simon Mbappe. No, we haven't, Lulu. I wish we had, but glad to have you in the house. I wish we had. But we have been talking about a striker that, if you listen to the start of the show, I've just been absolutely dribbling over wishing that we got him, because apparently he can head the ball really well like Kale. So hopefully we do get him. We did do
I tell you what's breaking news, and this is Everton all over. The first team go out in the cup 3-0 on penalties, and yet the younger lads have been playing tonight in their cup, playing West Ham, I think, going off what's in the comments, and apparently won the shootout 3-0.
As I said, things can only get better. That was the song that's in my head. You know what I mean? Things can only get better. We need to play that song, don't we, before the game, get us going. But yeah, it's and this striker that I want as well scored a penalty, so we might get a striker that can score a penalty as well.
Maybe,
bit too late for out of the cup. Bit too late for out of the cup, but better late than never. Maybe
next season.
We're not thinking about that. But yeah, they have got a good team, Paul. They've got grinders, like you say, a lot of bogey players for me. Tillemans, I can remember him scoring ones on the edge of the boxes where we haven't closed them down, and I hate that. You know, that's my hate. That is not closing a player down, shot on the edge of the box. Bundia, he's another one that scored. I think he scored a header against us. You know, in my head.
Bundia.
Yeah, he scored a header, and I was like, why did we let him that short score a header against us? And I think if I looked it up, he did, because I remember random crap like that. He scored a header against us. And Watkins, I think we've struggled with at times as well. So they've got a bit. They have got a bit. Cash and that their fullbacks are incredible. They bomb it forward. Cash can score goals. He's also picked up quite a few cards just lately, but they are attacking fullbacks. They are. Dinier, we all know he'll be on the bench. Don't think he'll start, but he'll be there.
He doesn't have to get forward, Cash. Do you know what I mean? I do like him as a player, really. He reminds me a bit of Coleman in many ways. Just getting right up there. Do you know, if you look at goals that Coleman scored, there's a goal where we're shooting towards the park end. We're shooting towards the park end, and Baines puts a cross in, and Coleman heads it in 6-yard line, 6-yard box. You know, just getting our full backs forward. We haven't done that for a really long time, and I'd love to have sort of players like Cash who would do, you know, in our side who would do that. It just put a lot more pressure on the opposition and hopefully get us a few more goals as well.
Yeah, I do agree with you. A lot of comments are coming in still.
You're seeing that?
Is Emma's top still unlucky?
Stop! No! Liam's saying don't wear it Sunday. Says he's going to put it on the dog instead. I wasn't cheap. It wasn't cheap.
No, exactly. It'll be lucky. It's not. I told you. It's not the top. It's the players. There's nothing to do with the top. I've done this before. It'll eventually come good. Your top won't stay unlucky. I promise you. Like, I've done this before. Like, I thought the top's unlucky, and then I wore it, and we've won a couple, and then I started thinking, no, it wasn't the top. Don't start thinking it's the top. You know what I mean? It might be something you've done before the game, change your route or something like that, but it's not the top.
Yeah,
can't be the top.
I mean, if Deitch had done that, he wouldn't have any clothes left, would he?
Do you know what though? I do think you're putting too much pressure on the top, Emma. You wore it on the first time and it had won. What I think you need to do is you need a few more tops. And Toffee Bluecast, we are looking at merchandise. With me and Paul have spoke about it, and we found a place. Yeah. So if we can do merchandise, what we can do is you'll have some Toffee Bluecast t-shirts where you can wear the Everton top, then the Toffee Bluecast top, then the Everton top, and it just spreads the losing on it, and it won't be as bad then, Paul, will it?
No, and not to sound all sort of Blue Peter and everything, but if anyone wants to send the design in to me or Dan, do, because we're at the moment we're sort of having design ideas. So if you've got a good idea for a t-shirt and how it should be, and you're thinking hoodie as well, aren't you?
Yeah. Hoodie and t-shirts we'll look to do, and probably cups. But do let us know. You know what I mean. That's a joke I always say to my missus. You know, when she does something good and she keeps reminding me that she's done it, I go, "What do you want? A Blue Peter badge?" That's what I say to her. There you go.
Never got a blue pizza. Hey, I never got it, but didn't write in, to be fair, so I didn't deserve one. But now
that's
you have all sorts of blue pizza badges for anything. You just sort of walk near where they'd film it, and I think you get one nowadays. So yeah, cups are what it is. And Paul said, message me.
Well, I've lined someone up down the road that's a good contact for me, Paul. I really do appreciate that, but I think this might be a good contact where he's going to do us all, and it's down the road from me, so it might be easier where I can just send stuff out and I literally walk down the road and get the merchandise and send it out. So really do appreciate that, but I think we might have someone lined up, but I will keep that as an option if this doesn't work out with the other people. We're trying our best to give you stuff, people. You want merchandise, we'll try and bring it to you. But we want what you want on the t-shirts. That's what we're pointing at. Right, let's get back stuck into the game. We have that much good stuff on this show. We can't focus on what's ahead. Right, so you've all put your lineups in. I'm going to do Paul's first because I've got Michael Keane in mind. I need to think about what I'm going to change. I know what I'm going to change, though, so it's not a major problem because it's only defender. Right, so Paul's lineup here. I just want to say I knew this was going to be Paul's lineup, by the way. Like, Paul sent me his lineup on WhatsApp, and I've got the worst memory in the world. He sent me his lineup on WhatsApp, and I just went on Bet Builder and typed what I thought it was in, and I got it right when I went back over to WhatsApp because I just typed what I thought Paul would do, and it just popped up. This is your lineup, isn't it, Paul?
Yeah, that's me. That's me. I mean, there's not a massive amount of choice, in about 2 or 3 weeks' time, ask again, and we could have God knows how many types of lineups. But I think Keane being out, back four sort of takes care of itself. I did sort of consider for a moment about Garner playing right back. I think that would still work, but we haven't got the cover in the middle, so you can't really do that unless you put a lot of sort of trust in Roll and Armstrong, maybe as a 2, or Robenham and Armstrong, or Robenham and Roll. So that's why I've gone Patterson right back. Garner and Robenham in the middle. Decent, strong, depending on the day. Grealish comes straight back in. I think that's a no-brainer. Dibbling, well, it's a choice of either McNeil or Dibbling on the right-hand side. I think Moyes might well go for McNeil. Just experience and all that sort of stuff, but I would like to see Dibbling get on the ball and have a go with their full-back and push their full-back further sort of back in their half rather than letting him come on to us and create problems. I'm not sure McNeil will be able to sort of push their full-back their way instead of ours. I think Dibbling would probably be a bit more naive and be able to do that. So that's where I went Dibbling there. And 10, you can go McNeil, or you can go Roll, or you can go Armstrong. At the moment, it's a no-brainer for me. Don't think Merlin Roll's properly fit. McNeil, I don't think supports the attack enough. I don't think he's got the pace. And I think Armstrong's young, hungry, and playing well. So that's why I'd have those 3. And you could have a toss-up between Barry, Beto, or Beto, Barry. There's not a great deal of difference. I think Barry's probably got a little bit more control, but that's it. Beto's got the strength.
Is that you losing faith on Barry a little bit? Because normally you would never say there's not much difference in Beto and Barry. Has Barry let you down there?
No, well, I think what I've always said is that I think Barry's got a better touch.
Mm-hmm.
I think Barry has maybe got a little bit more awareness. I think Beto's stronger, can maybe hold the ball up better in some situations and can have a fight. I don't think Barry's not the physical kind of type, to be honest. I think he can be bullied, and I think Villa would bully him, but I still think he'll get ahead of Beto. So yeah, that's where I go.
That is Paul's lineup, people, and yeah, it's decent. Well, I'll put mine up now. Say one of you. I'll put mine up now. This is my lineup, people. Mine's always better than Paul's, by the way. I'll take a few more risks. Oh man. But Michael Keane is not available. So let's, for anyone that jumps on this is new and just says, "Oh, why have you got Michael Keane playing his red card?" Yeah, I forgot. All right, I forgot. What I would do is I'd play Tarkowski and Jake O'Brien centre back, and then I would. The reason I did do this, Paul, I was happy I got Michael Keane because I wouldn't normally play Michael Keane anyway. I'd rather go Tarkowski and O'Brien centre back, right? Although Michael
Yeah.
Keane's been fantastic, just don't come at me. I just want speed. I need someone with speed, and it's Tarkowski or Michael Keane with O'Brien. But what I will say is I feel more comfortable with Jake O'Brien behind Dibbling than what I do with Patterson. And that's why I was a little bit happy with that because I feel, although Patterson hasn't been playing the best right back, he just seems more of a big unit behind where Patterson can be a bit fragile, although he's been playing well. So I will just put Patterson right back. I wish I could do it now and change it because it's irritating me. But yeah, Patterson right back. And that's my team. By the way, I did not want to play Dibbling. I would have dropped him if I could. I really wanted to drop Dibbling, but I really didn't like McNeil even more than Dibbling, which was quite shocking, really, because I didn't like Dibbling last game either. So Dibbling's he's on a warning, Paul. He's on my warning list because he was nowhere near. I just want to see him look in his face like he's fighting to get that right back position. I want to see anger, even if it's accidentally biting his lip. I just want to see a bit of anger. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I just want to passion. What Asnu did in those 8 minutes, if Dibbling can start the game like that, mate, you'll win me over. Just win me over. That's all I'm asking for. Asnu, I didn't know what he was going to be like. He come on in 8 minutes and he showed me that he wants to play for Everton. Whether he's going to, I don't know. But yeah, I just want Dibbling to do the same. I've took the risk here, right? And I did say to Julia today, can you ask if Jack Grealish could play in the number 10? She didn't ask it. And I get why she didn't, because she'd probably get a snotty answer by David Moyes that he's a left winger. I did listen. I listened to the press. I was like, please ask it, please ask it, please ask it. She didn't ask it. But I think that would have got her a load of crap. And I didn't really want that either. So, but Asnu needs to play left wing for me. I said this on the channel last time. He can get back and help Mikalenko, because he's got that ability to play left back. So he's got that track back in him, like Pienaar used to do. But he's got that bomb it forward. And I do feel he's got a wicked cross on him, as we've seen last game, a drilled across where someone should have just tapped it in. And I'd love to just see him. When someone's played 8 minutes and they've got that much confidence, don't go and drop them. And that just takes all that confidence away that you built up in those 8 minutes. Just start him and just say, what have you got? You could be shocked. I remember this happening with, I'm not comparing him to this player. I remember it happening with Harry Kane for Tottenham. He randomly got a sniff. And since then, when he was young, he would just bang goals in and took the chance. Give these young players a chance. Give them the platform. If he fails, change it, make you sub. But I'd love to give him that start to see what he can do in the wing position. Left back, if he played left back, I'd be worried because I think he's, like Moyes says, a little bit not strong enough yet. But on the wing, you don't need to be strong if you're bombing it past players, because they don't like little nippy players. So Asnu goes left wing for me. Dibbling needs to prove it right wing. And then I've got my talisman, Paul, in the number 10, Jack Grealish, that's got 2 fast kids at the side of him that can hopefully do what he wants to do.
Yeah.
And just, I mean, do you know where Jack Grealish likes to hold the ball up and wait for players to make the runs? Hopefully Asnu and Dibbling could be making those runs for Grealish to just pin. That's my plan. Garner and Armstrong. I didn't play Iraboon, and partly because he might be in. I don't know. I just wanted Armstrong instead of Iraboon, and I ain't got a massive reason. I just liked Armstrong. That's my team.
No, that's fair enough. No, I get that. And in fact, I've been informed by many people. Appreciate it. I must admit, I missed that part of the press conference. Moyes confirmed that Tim's out, so I'd still have Armstrong. I'd still have Armstrong in the 10. I'd have probably it'd be a choice of a couple. I'd probably have Roll. Roll would probably do an hour next to Garner, and then McNeil comes in the 10 and Armstrong goes next to Garner for the last half hour, something like that. That would probably be the case.
It's mad that you got. Now I don't feel as bad now because you got a player wrong as well. I put Keane in my team and he's not available, and you put Iraboon in your team and he's not available. 1-1.
Yeah. Why is no one fit in our club? It's a good point. It's a good point. To be fair, if we had if we had John Clinkard back, everyone would be fit. Absolutely, they would be fit.
I do like that lineup though. I didn't say about Barry, but at the end of the day, Beto had his chance. He flopped, and it's Barry's chance now. That's the way it works for me. But don't worry, people, because soon this man will be playing up front, and we'll all be very happy and excited to be getting hat trick. So just don't worry about it. Do not worry about it. Right, let's get people's lineups on the screen. What have we got? Do they know more than us? Do they know better than us? They probably know he's available. So
we've got lots. If you haven't already, while I'm reading these out, type it in. We've got lots, and I love the fact that we've actually got a Villa lad in the comments as well tonight.
We'll treat you nice if you treat us nice.
It's extra, yeah. But he's put a Everton one in as well. So good on him. Thank you very much. I've already got some predictions. Some people like to be proactive and give me their prediction within the first 3 seconds of the show. So I just had to go past those first. So Scar,
we don't say it enough, but anyone on before Paul gives this lineup, we should say it more because most channels always say it. But if you can like the channel right now, it would be appreciated. We do come off and look whether people are liking it or not. So if we see that you have, it makes us happy. And if you haven't subscribed, do that because subscribing is free, but it just tells you when we go live, so you won't miss it. So it makes it easier for us. It's just going to pop up for you. You're going to end up on the show somehow. So please do those things for us, please. It's appreciated.
True. So where were we? Scar went for Pickers. He went Patterson right back, Tarko, Chief O'Brien, Miko, Garner and Tim made the same mistake as me, mate, in the middle. Grealish, Armstrong,
Not the only one.
Alcaraz. As far as I'm aware, Alcaraz would still be out, but I guess we'll see. And then Big Beto up front as well. Liam, same back four with O'Brien and Tarkovsky as your two. Garner and Roll. Just making sure I counted right. So Garner and Roll, and then I presume McNeil on the left, Grealish in the middle, like yourself.
10, yeah.
With Diblin on the right and Mr. Barry up front. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do emojis. I'm going to do emojis now because I always forget.
I want to see if you forgot them. I'd rather you leave to the end so you can actually remember. To test your brain.
So Emma went for Peachy Pickford, and then why didn't 1, 2, 3? Where are we? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's one that didn't come up, and I don't know what the emoji was because it wouldn't let me see. But I presume it's whatever Patterson is. So I'd love to know what you put. What you put, Emma? That wasn't
come up on mine, Paul. It's like a Hoover.
Is it?
It looks like a Hoover. It's like a white. It looks like a white Hoover. It ain't a bell, is it? Is it a bell or a Hoover?
I don't know.
Looking into the screen. I've gone too close to the screen then.
I presume it's Nathan Patterson. It's either that or Coleman's still injured. So
Pat's a brush. It looks like a brush. It could be a brush.
Oh, it could be a brush then.
Pat.
I don't know why.
Let us know.
Is there an injury thing? I haven't got live comments on me, so you'll have to have a look. O'Brien and Tarks and Mikolenko. We've then got we've got Gardner or Garner, but I can't see who is next to him. It's someone blowing their nose.
Oh, it's a crutch, Emma just said. It's a crutch.
Okay. Patterson a crutch. Okay. Who's the blowing the nose?
A Hoover.
I said a Hoover, yeah.
Crutch just like a Hoover a little bit. Like one of those small ones.
Yeah. Armstrong, Diblin, Grealish's legs, Barry Ireland up front. I'm just not sure of the blowing the nose. Looks like someone sneezing.
You know, I actually think that me and you, right, we've given it large because Emma's emojis have been the same all the time and we've got used to them. And she's just changed them up a little bit and it's really got us showing that we're not actually that good at it. And she's caught us out here a little bit.
She's been taking a little bit of advice off Wormy, I think. Nick went the same back four. Went Garner and Roll as your two deep midfielders. Diblin, Armstrong, Grealish, Barry up front. So same as myself if I'd noticed that Tim wasn't playing. Hugh, Pugh, Barney McGrew, or Pickford, Patterson, O'Brien, Tarky. Mikolenko.
Oh, Paul, it's not over talking you here, but you said get on the comments to find out what it was. It was a sneeze. It was the person sneezing Ajnu.
As you knew, clever.
That's good.
I
That
like
is good.
it. Yeah,
That's up there with the
like
top 5.
I presume you would be on the left hand side. Then this could be 5 across. This could be 5 across the
I like that.
5 across the midfield, for example.
That's in my top 5. So Ajnu. I like that one.
Yeah.
Good thinking.
Steve Garner and Roll, Boomy, Grealish and Barry, McNeil. Oh, just looking at it just sort of makes me think, just wish we had our boys back. Same for Danny, Asnu and Garner. You can tell Danny and Emma have been talking to each other, can't you? Roll and Armstrong, Grealish and Barry. Roy went for same back 4. I think most people have that as well. Garner, Harrison, Armstrong, Asnu on the left, Diblin on the right, Grealish in the 10 behind Barry, by the looks of it. Paws reckons Pickford, Plucky Pats, O'Brien and Tarky in the middle, Salah's best mate, Mikolenko, and then James Garner and Sausage Roll in the middle, Diblin on the right-hand side, Jack in the number 10. He's give Asnu as well, left-hand side, and then beautiful Baz up front.
Beautiful Baz up top. Like it, Paul.
I like this off Elsa. He said Pickford, Gary Stephen, Pat Van Den Houw, Kevin Ratcliffe, Branthwaite, Trevor Stephen, Garner Gay, Bracewell Sharp, Grealish. We'll see. You never know.
We might need them because we ain't got many, so they'll probably be on the bench.
Yeah, I can't believe you didn't say Reed. Reed not in that. Oh dear. Peter said same back 4, Garner and Armstrong as your 2. Roll is in there. McNeil's in there. Grealish is in there. I think you're down by 1. I think you're allowed 1 more player, Pete. Hazrat says same back 4. He's gone Garner, Armstrong, Asnu in there. Grealish, Diblin, and Barry.
In the house.
Yeah.
Asnu's
Hazrat reckons that Moyes will want to play McNeil, and he probably will.
I know. I did think the same as well. I don't know how Moyes won't. I hope you don't know, but I don't think McNeil's done as much wrong in Moyes' eyes as he's done in my eyes. Moyes might have a little bit more of a softer spot for him than me, but I want a player that can go past the player. I don't want something where I know it's pretty base. I mean, McNeil might play and score. That's what normally happens. We'll all get angry he's playing and he'll probably score a brace. But in my head, I'd rather see Asnu than McNeil.
True. Asnu made an impact off the bench, though, didn't he? His problem that might be that he might say his problem. It just might just naturally happen is that he puts himself into a role and he gets typecast where he can make an influence coming off the bench.
Give him a go.
Telltale says Coleman. Don't think he's fit, but if he is, that's great. Tarky, O'Brien, Asnu instead of Miko. First person to say that. Diblin, Garner, Rubenham, although I made that mistake, so maybe Roll instead. Or McNeil, you choose. Grealish, Armstrong, and Barry. Textra, this is the Villa fan, came up with our lineup. Pickford, Patterson, Tarkovsky, O'Brien, Miko, Garner, Harrison, Armstrong. Then, thankfully, it's not Harrison and Armstrong. It's Harrison, Armstrong. Diblin, Grealish, and Beto. I think you're allowed 1 more player in there.
It's because he still thinks we've got Jack Harrison, who's just recently been loaned out to someone else. He's thinking Harrison. He's thinking Jack Harrison and Armstrong. He's been loaned out to someone else now. Even Leeds have got rid of him. But Jack Harrison don't play for us now.
I don't know if we want that. To be honest, I don't think we want that. No one even asked about Charlie. I would have. I'd have Alcaraz ahead of McNeil, and arguably I'd have him. No, actually, I'd have him above Roll as well, to be honest.
Been so unlucky, though, like you say, to have... I mean, I know people get injuries and stuff you have to deal with, but if you think about it now, Irabunum not available, which I didn't even know, Paul didn't even know. So Irabunum not available, and then you haven't got Alcaraz at the same time. These Alcaraz I wanted to see while we had the AFCON. You haven't got Alcaraz either. We're missing Dewsbury Hall as well. That's 3 players that could have covered the centre midfield. So we have been a bit unlucky.
Yeah, we are. Well, we have, but we've still got to put a side out and put a performance in.
Exactly. Yeah.
There's no excuse, is there really?
No point in moaning. Let's just crack on with it. Let's not feel sorry
if I come across any other lineups, I'll throw them in. So feel free to throw any in if you haven't done already. But loads of lineups, so appreciate that. Thank you.
Right, there is. Let me just say this right now, and I'm going to tell you the truth. Right, I'm not going to beat around the bush. There is a lot of pressure on 2 people listening to this show right now, and you know who you are, Danny and Emma, getting that score prediction right in the cup. Can you get the score prediction right again? Can you prove it wasn't a fluke? Because people, it is that score prediction time that you all like, and they got it bang on last time. They did say draw, and the other team to win penalty shootouts. So they've set the bar high. It'll be interesting to see what they've got to say tonight.
No.
I don't want
penalties this time.
Go copying them because you think they're professionals. You know what I mean? Well, you might want to, but here we go. It is that time, people. It's your favourite time. It's score prediction time. Do you know, before we get into the score predictions, right? I'm on day 16 of doing that sing a song every day outdoors. And wow. I went into the sea today, and I actually thought my legs was going to drop off. They turned into ice. I'm not even joking. Do you know where you touch something when it turns into ice and it all just breaks and crackles? I thought that was going to happen, and it was just going to turn into ice. But it was a good video today. I felt like I was on a music video. Right, score predictions, people. Here we go.
Some people do that in the mornings, you know.
Not how cold it was today. Trust me. Not how cold it was today. Like, oh my days!
Can't be doing that.
I'll have to start chucking a few on the shorts to. If you want to see some of my videos, let me know and I'll put them on the shorts. If you don't, then that's fine, and I won't put them on the shorts. Right. Anyway, back to the serious stuff. I didn't play that music for no reason, people. Here we go. Paul.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you go first because I'm a gentleman, and then I'll go next.
Thanks.
Right, it's
I'm not gonna put us to lose. I'm not gonna be although it could easily be done. So if anyone does, I don't particularly blame you. However, I can't be doing that. Cheers a lot. Thanks a lot, Luca. Maybe Villa have an off day. You know, I can't see us keeping a clean sheet though. That's the only problem. I can see us maybe getting a goal ourselves. I know that sounds incredibly insane. However, you know, we can be a threat to ourselves more than anything, but we could also snatch a goal from set pieces, just sort of a breakaway. You know, if we had someone who's young, keen and eager on the ball, anything could happen. I'm going 1-1. I think for them, probably for them, McGinn. It'd just be like that. So McGinn for them. For us, no. For us, though,
it wasn't me.
It's everyone.
The comments sometimes the comments are that loud, Paul. The comments come through. You said 1-1, and I didn't even do anything. I just literally.
Hey, I didn't have us to get beat. You know, who's gonna get ours? You know what? It makes sense, doesn't it? And I think Villa fans will probably be going, "Oh, Grealish is back, so he's bound to score." So yeah, let's go, Jack. And then he doesn't celebrate. You know, that kind of thing. So 1-1 for me, Grealish for us, McGinn for them. We come away thinking, yeah, I'm happy with that.
I was gonna put that's a good score. Well, it's not a good score prediction, but it's Paul's score prediction. I suppose 1-1 might be good to some people. A lot of people might have draws in the comments saying, "Look, yeah." I was going to put on the cover Jack Grealish kissing the Everton badge because when you just said about his celebration, like I did put Jack Grealish on, but not kissing the badge. I couldn't get the right picture, but yeah, imagine him scoring against Villa and kissing the badge. So 1-1. Your goal scorers was what, Paul, again?
Grealish for us, McGinn for them.
Yeah, so anyone in the comments that's new, what we do, score prediction, and we want your goal scorers as well. That is Paul's score prediction. We're going to read all yours out in a minute because we're nice like that. Here we go. My score prediction, I am going to go for... I'm going to go for Everton to win 2-1, I am. Yeah, I know. You like me, don't you? But yeah, I'm going to go for Everton to win 2-1. That was good. Oh, I'm sad. Right. Everton to win 2-1. And I'm going to go for Jack Grealish to score. I've got it in my head that he's going to score against Villa, and I just want to see what he does. I'd love him to kiss the badge. You know what I mean? Villa could have had him. He would have gone straight back to Villa. They didn't want to. You know what I mean? Just saying. And I know some would probably think he'll end up back there at some point, but no, he loves Everton. He kissed the badge, so he loves us. The other goal scorer I'm going to go for is... I'd love Tyler Diblin to get one because he really peed me off and I feel like he needs to get in my good books. But I'm going to give it to Asnu because I'm a massive Asnu fan at the minute. And he's in Milano. I just think if he got his chance left wing, Paul, and he scores, he's playing every week. He's playing every week after that. So Grealish and Asnu. Grealish and Asnu. And for them, like I say, there's a lot of bogey players for us. It could be Tillemans. It could be freaking Bundea, whatever his name is. And it could be Watkins. Watkins on fire as well. Oh, Bundea. But you know what? I am actually going to go for a player that I really think is good, Morgan Rogers. I'm going to go for him, not a bogey player. I'm going to go Morgan Rogers.
He's my second one.
Yeah, he's in my head, Morgan. I just wanted Morgan Rogers to play for Everton before they got him from Middlesbrough. So there we go. Jack Grealish, score, kiss the badge. And then Asnu, bang one in, consolation goal for them. From Morgan Rogers it was 4 minutes added on and he scores in the 96th minute. I don't know why it's an extra 2 minutes, Paul, but yeah, that's what we're going for. And I still poo my pants at that. That's my score. Thanks for the applause as well, by the way, people. You know what I mean? I didn't actually think I'd get an applause from my score.
Yeah, that's good of you. Thanks, everybody.
Paul got a beer. I feel sorry for him.
Always
what was your score, Paul?
1-1.
Right, what have we got in the comments?
You haven't seen the comments yet.
Oh yeah, good point. I think we didn't click it too much.
Yeah, well, Liam came in early. He might have been uplifted by our positivity since, but he said straight to the point, 2-0 Villa, bang. Yeah, it's going to be tough. Eltel earlier on said 1-0 Villa. He also says, I think Barry get a goal. See that 1-0. So, you know,
there's going to be a lot of losses in here, isn't there? I can't even
keep
clicking boo because there's that many. Yes, I'm not going to click boo. Let's do this.
Eltel says we're going to win 1-0. So, you know, that could well be the case.
Yes,
let me get to the next one. Here we go. Natasha, thanks for being in. 3-1. Jackie Boy hat trick. I like it when
I like it. That's a good score prediction. Do hit that subscribe, people. All right, let's do this.
Yeah, I like that. That's positivity. You can come back.
Jack Grealish
1-0 Grealish. Steve says that it's written that Grealish is going to score. We win 1-0.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, Nick. Oh, he's used his brain. Look at the emoji, not his heart. Villa 4-0. Oh, it's going to hurt. Watkins 16th, Buendia 33rd, Rogers 66 and 79.
I'm sorry, I've got to use it on that one. Come on, Nick. What has happened to you, mate? Did you drop your chips and curry sauce on the way home and not get tea, Tom? What's up with you, mate? Normally, yeah, that was. But fair enough. Fair enough. Do what you think, and I completely understand how you feel, Nick. Because I still feel a little bit like that as well.
Danny's brought us back 2-1.
Yes, Danny.
2-1 we win, Danny.
Will he get it right again, Paul? Will he get it right?
Scouse went 0-0. Emma 2-2.
Ooh, so
2-2.
Only one of these might go through because they've not got the same score. They both can't go through, by the way.
Yeah, true. 1-1 Ghana for us off Scar. 2-0 Senegal in the final. In the final with Mane and Skilly scoring. Emma went for... No. Emma went for Garner, I think it's Garner, and Armstrong.
Like it.
David said Villa are going to win. You know, he did your job for you. Ooh. Yeah. Eltel says the goal that Barry scores with a header will be a Grealish assist, 54 minutes. Roy agrees with me, 1-1. Rod says, can't give a score when I think we'll lose. Lad said 1-1. Watkins for them. Patterson for us, doing a Matty Cash for the far post. James, 1-1 Armstrong. And as Steve reckons, Eugene's back. What do you think? Now, Eugene, when
he went 4-0.
He went 4-0 last time. Started mixing it up. What do you think he's done this time?
Well, we thought he'd been hacked. I think it was back 4-1. We know he ain't hacked. But I actually think he's going to stick to 4-0, you know? I think he's going to stick to 4-0. And I think new year, new Eugene. That's what I'm thinking.
Well, he must have got some decent spyware or something for his computer because it's 4-1. It's Eugene again. So Jack,
he's gone back to the 4-1.
And Barry, we beat him 4-0 at Villa Park. I'd take that. That would be good.
He could have. Do you know what? He could have even. Do you know after that last game, Paul, where it was so bad, he could have even gone 3-0. Where it was 4-0 and they didn't score a goal, he could have. He could have gone 3-0.
He could have.
So it's not that bad. Yeah, 4-1.
Liam's trying to bring it back in now, saying he got the Wolves prediction spots on when he said 1-1. Doesn't matter now. Doesn't matter now. You've gone against us 2-0. Gone against us. Paul said 7-5.
Like it.
7-5. You know, because why not? Barry hat-trick, Armstrong, Tarky, Garner, Pickford penalty. Just to bang it away there against Martinez would be good. Pickford scored a penalty against Martinez. Not that he's probably going to be playing anyway.
With pauses, you look at pauses and you think, you know what, the scoreline, you think, wow, I wonder if that could happen. Then you look at the scores and you're like, wow, I wonder if that could happen. And then just to top it off, Pickford scores at the end, you need that to happen. If pauses is going to be that person, you know, where you do the lottery and then you miss it one time and it comes in. If pauses ever does come in, Paul, what he puts in there, it would literally be 1 billion to 1. If it ever does come in, it'll be good if he didn't put 10p on that, I tell you.
Not half, yeah. Not half. Where are we? I think. So they're all the ones originally. Hang on a second. Just got to find. Thanks, Azra. Yeah, get the likes in, everybody.
Yes. What a promoter. Love it.
It would put a bit of pressure on Moyes if we did lose 4-0, but you know, it won't happen, will it? Lots of love, love for Nick's 4-0. It's reverse psychology. Nick's going for, I think, reverse psychology. So we're going to win 4-0. We're not going to lose 4-0.
Everton need to win him back. You know, he's playing. Nick's playing like hard to get. You know, they've really peed him off. Everton need to win him back over. Do you know what I mean? He is very frustrated right now. He does not want talking to. He does not want coffee blue cast therapy. He's just saying, you know what, stay away because I'm angry. That's what he's saying.
Fair enough. Lulu says 0-0. Won't be the worst. 2-0 for them for Tazul.
Not too bad.
Sorry, but it's the truth. I know. It's fair dues. Eugene's returned from his alien abduction, so he's all right.
He's back, baby. He's back.
And they are all of our predictions. So there was a lot, so appreciate it. And just before we start wrapping up, last two predictions that people threw in that we didn't see. Tazul said Patterson at right back, same as the rest. Armstrong and Garner as your middle. Roll is in there, Grealish is in there, Diblin's in there, Barry up front. And Nick said he'd love Diblin right wing, Grealish in the 10 as a new left wing. But we know McNeil's going to go right wing. Roll or Harrison, Armstrong's going to be in the 10, Grealish's going to be on the left. We shall see.
There's been obviously loads of people come and watch the show back because we understand you can't always get on at the time it needs to be. There's been a good 40 people that are always regulars, 40 always on the show, 40 people listening. And then you get the people that watch it back and it ends up with probably 600 views. And loads more watching it. But those 40 people that are on now, we really do appreciate it, honestly. And stay behind us because we want to do good things with this show. And if we've got a little group that are always there, we can do well. And it's not gone live to Twitter tonight, so I was worried whether we wouldn't have as many on. But loads of you come on, so we do appreciate it. Get behind us, like I say. We are looking at merch. We're doing everything you say. We are all in this together. That's a High School Musical song. That one.
Together,
we're all in this together now. Oh my days! I'm so sad. Right. Anyway, is that all the score predictions, Paul? Before I start going and doing High School Musical up the stairs, singing it before I go to
bed. That's all she wrote.
Yeah, that is perfect. No, it's been cracking. Loads and loads of comments in. We really do appreciate it. It's been a cracking. We love this. We love it. And I hope you like it. Anything that you want on the show that's different, do let us know. We feel that the format does work at the minute. We look at both teams. We do line up prediction. We get all of your comments on. But anyone that looks at this show and says show should be a half an hour and yours is an hour and 20, that's because we do engage with the comments. And I know you want to be listened to. Otherwise, why would you come on? So we hope that is what you want.
And
it is the end of the show, Paul.
It is. Liam, we love you the way you are, and we know. We know exactly where
I love you just the way you are. That's another song. I'm on a roll. It's all just clicking in it.
Oh dear. Hey, guess what though? Guess what? Rod doesn't know what a High School Musical is.
Well, it's
you
like
got some viewing, kid. You got some viewing.
It's basically like a film that come out. It's like Grease Lightning, but nowhere near as good. Should we say that, Paul? Like a Grease Lightning, like a film where there's single.
Yeah, like a Grease for people who are maybe born in the 90s.
Where different things keep happening. Like something happens, then it sparks up a song like Grease Lightning, and then something happens, and another song comes on. And I'd like to watch Grease Lightning. What a film that was. Right. Anyway, Paul, last words, mate. Before I break into another song by accident, I just like music's coming out of my mouth tonight without even realizing.
Yeah. Well, enjoy your day tomorrow because we don't play tomorrow. We play Sunday.
I'm thinking we are now. How have we done this?
I know. You'll have to hold it all in. Hold it all in. Have a beer tomorrow. Watch everyone else draw or lose on your preference, and then nice Sunday, nice breakfast, chilled morning, 4:30 kickoff. Get the telly on or be at Villa Park. I know our away fans will do us proud as they always do. And keep your fingers crossed, and we might come out with something nice.
I really want us to win so we can forget about everything crap and then go completely over the top about the win and act like we're the best team in the world and we can win the league again. That's what I want to happen because that's what we do. It only takes one win for us to forget everything. We're like Dora the fish. If we win, we'll forget everything bad that's happened. Do you know what I mean? So just please, Everton, beat Villa and get us happy again, and then we can build on that. Up the top is everyone. Have a boss one, and we'll be here straight after the game to either celebrate or cry, one or the other. I hope it's celebrate. Up the top is.